love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Room past the 20. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a 1st down, and he gives himself up there at the end.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
And he goes out right around the 39.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off. When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Flushed out right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a 1st. Now Jackson on 1st down. That's going to be caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down now, it's Ballard, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Throwing is Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ballard. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Throwing again on second down. Wilson, he finds his man, complete. It's Ballard. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They're going to have to do something with him. He was so sensational last week, over 200 yards. AFC Offensive Player of the Week, what do? You hold him?
That's a good start as long as you can get away with it. Otherwise, just giving up penalties and free plays for the offense. But I think you've got to do a combination of things. Chip at his timing at the line of scrimmage, have extra people in the territory for him. You've got to do everything and change it up from snap to snap.
A big gain that time for the Chargers.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. Their defensive side did that. But he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it. We got you. Now we got first and goal.
Yeah, we're seeing punch, counter punch, and this could be setting the table for quite the game.
I like that. Let's go ahead and put it in the boxing ring, right? You're going to get hit sometimes. Can you respond and hit back? And they're trying to do exactly that.
He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
And now the throw here is incomplete. And with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And this one is right through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Well, you can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? Be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a give right side. Ballard. And some space here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice game.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. This is caught and out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is down to 4. 14, Chargers 10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end, and they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. But for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for L.A.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Ballard. And some room to work. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is down to 4.
Chargers 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. They set up the screen for Dobbins. It's a first down and more for Dobbins. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Now it's Wilson. He's going to let it go again. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. A big play there. 87 yards. And the Chargers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
To throw once more on second and 10. Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right.
And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
It's caught inside the 25. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And the Chargers first down.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Ravens 21.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield. Still going past the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Ravens. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Final play of the half here, it's Jackson. And he will get into the end zone. So a perfect finish to the half. They get the touchdown on the final play and 2 more for good measure. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Charger drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there for L.A. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Wilson. is wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Justin Madubuike just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. And this will be caught. It's Johnson for the Charger touchdown. Deontay Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes this a 9-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. It's a big play there for Baltimore.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to fire one, corner the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the deep.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Play action. It's Wilson. Going right side here, and that's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big gain that time for the Chargers. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. It's caught on the right side. Williams. That catch good for only a couple. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the second. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
Well, that two-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people that can't see this, but you got a ball in your hands now, and you got the thing locked in pretty well. You got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. It makes me feel like I actually played back in my day.
Well, you probably could have. If you had run that play, you would not have fumbled. I can tell you that.
Maybe. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And this one is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They go play action now. Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Play action. Now Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Jackson on first down. Going for the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Ravens cut into that lead.
That is today's NFL, isn't it? If you're going to be a running back in this league, you've got to be complete to stay on the field, at least for those 3 downs we talk about. Got to be able to catch it, which he's doing quite well in this one. 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, a little unconventional. He hasn't been able to cross the goal line as a runner, but as you say, twice as a receiver. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and this is back to an 8-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Ballard. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To throw is Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's Ballard. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 44-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swing, slant.
Oh, no, he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. And this is going to fall to the ground incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. He's going to let this one go deep. And got his man complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers on one play have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Ravens 44.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Now Jackson on 1st down. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Well, another fine run right there for Lamar Jackson and CD. That one puts him over 100 yards now for the ball game.
And remember when all we talked about were 100-yard games from running backs? That when a quarterback did it was a surprise. With Lamar Jackson, that's part of the package as well. He'll have as many 100-yard games in the season as the top running backs in the league.
His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down. Jackson now. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Joey Bosa picks up his second sack of the afternoon. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll swing this out to Dobbins, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Now Jackson. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Call it a big loss of 10 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down, being chased out left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 15.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
On first down, Ballard. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Justin Matabike there to bring him down. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach, and let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier this week.
Yeah, we certainly did, didn't we? Because, let's face it, he's heard the whispers, and they're growing louder that he shouldn't be around next year. He essentially stormed out of that meeting you just referenced with the reporters. How did he end it? We're done here. Well, that's a function of losing and all the pressure that's on him. Hear about pressure creating diamonds? In this case, it's bursting the pipes of the coach.
On third down, Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Jackson steps away to his left. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it.
And my goodness, another interception. Derwin James with a pick. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the Ravens 16-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ballard, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, it's Ballard, and he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chargers, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.